All right. One of the biggest questions I get, most common questions I get, is how do I get into Web3? What's the easiest way for me to participate? And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that and just doing three things on LinkedIn. It's very simple. Okay. So let's go right into it here. Here is my profile here, or the homepage when I show up on LinkedIn. If I click on my profile, I'm going to show you areas of where people can actually look on your profile to see if you are interested in Web3 at all. So the very first place we're going to look at is right here where it says talks about. Okay. This is very important. Doesn't mean that you necessarily post content around whatever you decide to put in here, but it's a very quick way that I use when people are trying to connect with me or if I'm trying to connect with anybody else, that I can kind of see if we match up. Are they talking about the same things? And talking about usually means we're interested in the same types of topics. So if someone is in DeFi, NFTs, Web3, metaverse, or just crypto investing, somewhere in those areas, then I know there is some alignment there, and I'm gonna try and connect or accept their connection. So that's the first place. The second place is actually going to be, and I'm going to show you how you do that. Okay, but the second place, I want to actually take you into your about section. This right here is super important. And but here's the thing though, this what I highlighted before you click see more is the most important. I've made the mistake before, like I've seen many people on LinkedIn do, where your about section is literally your, your history in chronological order. 2003, I did this, or I was born here, and then my whole life story. Nobody cares. I hate to say it, but nobody cares. Someone comes on your profile, unless they don't know you, if they don't know you, they want to know how is it that you can kind of add value to them. That's the short end of it. And so this right here, you need to be clear, and it needs to literally be a metaphorical punch to the mouth to let them know why they should add you into their network. Okay, this is the value add part. And this is oftentimes missed completely. And I used to miss it. So here you can see in mine is that, and mine even needs cleaning up here, but it says, I'm here to support early stage AI and blockchain projects via capital and attention. Capital can be received from a number of sources, but can you get the attention your project needs to hit critical mass? So who am I targeting? I'm targeting founders. So when they come on here, or if they're on their phone, nobody's going to click see more. We have the attention span of a goldfish. Can I make it clear of what kind of value add I have for them if they're to connect with me? That's what I'm doing here. So yes, we give some capital, but really our focus is on getting attention to your project, and that's sorely missed in the market right now, where these founders have a difficult time getting their message out, getting their projects out to the world, even though they may have a lot of capital. A lot of that money is used to actually market, and that's where we kind of solve this problem. So look, I'm just telling them straight, hey, look, you connect with me somehow, some way. They don't know yet, but I have a way that I can actually put your project in a position where the masses can see it. And then, look, if people are interested after that, they can read and see more. That's fine. But for the most part, many people aren't going to scroll that far down. Okay, so that's area number two of where to look at. And area number three is actually, I'm going to go back here to the home section, and I'm going to scroll down. So on the left hand side, you guys can see groups, right? So groups, if I show more, you can see that there's several groups that I'm a part of. Why is this important? A couple of reasons. One is it's good to be in the group because you get exposure to people who have similar interests and you can be active in them, or you even get an opportunity to connect with them if you're accepted into the group. And it's not hard to get accepted. You just hit request and you're in. But two, the bigger reason is when you are connecting with other people or they're connecting with you, you look for commonalities. So you look for, okay, do they talk about the same things? Do we have mutual people that are connected? That's a big one. And then the third one is, are we in similar groups? And LinkedIn will say, hey, look, so and so, or there's a mutual connection. Maybe there's 15, maybe there's 20, maybe there's 7, but you have mutual connections in common. But here are also, you're part of the same groups. Maybe 4 groups, 6 groups are the same. So this kind of just reconfirms to somebody that you're the right person to add value into their network, because they're like, hey, they talk about what I want them to talk about or what I talk about. We have some mutual connections, but they're in the same groups as me, and their about section is targeted to what I'm trying to do. Very simple. Okay, so just add a bunch of groups. So if you want to be in AI or blockchain or both, you just search in the search bar here, and you can say blockchain. And up here, you're going to see these filters, and you're just going to hit groups. And it's going to show you just a bunch of groups. And you can click into any one of them, show you the number of members. You can click in here, and you can actually invite the connections from that. And I believe I'm already in this one, so you won't see that. But there'll be a button here that says, request to join. Let's see if I can find one here. Maybe this one. Yeah, I'm in all of these. So you won't see that here. But there's a button in there somewhere, somehow. It's very simple. It just says request to join. Actually, this one should be it. Hold on. No, looks like I'm in this one too. Okay. So, if I move myself out of the way here, you can see how many members are there. You can see who the members are. You can invite the connections. You can find out more about who the admin is. That's a really good way of networking as well, as connect to the admin. So they put this together and all these people have joined, then they're the focal point. They're the nexus of this group. And so they have a lot of connections, and you can join them and add value. That's what I'll say, is add value. But let's go back now. Okay. So I want to show really how do you set this up so that you can make this happen. Okay. So we're going to go back up here. So remember what I said. The first one is going to your profile, and right here where it says talks about. Okay. Now, how do you get that talks about there in the first place? Is this creator mode needs to be turned on. Okay. So once you turn it on, then you'll see the creative tools that are there. And you can see here it says profile topics. So these are the topics that would be displayed at the top of your profile to show your audience what you talk about most. And you guys can start typing whatever you like. If we get rid of one and I add some topics, I can say, let's see. Yeah, so we can start typing, and I can say crypto, and then you can put crypto news, crypto market, just whatever you want to start typing, and it'll pre-populate, and then you can just pick it, and there you go. Okay, so I don't need to do that. I don't need to save it. We're good. The about section, you're going to come down here, and then there's a little pencil here. Okay, so you just click the pencil. Everything's laid out for you. You can go ahead and start putting skills as well, but at bare minimum, you just want to get the about section and make it simple, make it clean, and make it very easy. A lot of times we like to put in big words because it's LinkedIn. We want to show we're professional or intelligent. Yeah, just write well, but still make it simple, because somebody from a different country may be reading your profile, may be the connection that you need, and they kind of get lost in what you're saying. So just make it simple, even if you're not from the same country, right? We just like simple. So just tell me real quick what services you provide, what product or service, or what is it you provide that adds value to me. And that's the key. Not what is it about you that you can get from somebody else. It's what is it that you can add to somebody else. All right. So very quick way. And how does this actually help you? Because this puts you on the map. You can you can you can do all that you want. And if nobody knows about you, nobody knows that you're in the space, they're not going to connect with you. It's really that simple. And so Grant Cardone has a very good saying that says, I won't do business with you if I don't know you. Or if I don't know you, I won't do business with you. And so here, if you want to get into Web3, if you want projects to reach out to you, if you want to get involved in projects, the easiest way is through LinkedIn. Set up your profile where you have talk about topics. you have a very clear, simple, concise about section, and you join a few groups at least so that maybe there's some mutual connections there. And then you try and build a network where you have more and more mutual connections, and it's much easier to gain steam in this space. It's kind of like a snowball. Start off small, get a couple connections, and then kind of branch out from there. This has worked for me, and I've seen it work for many other people that I've shown how to do this. So go at it, start it, don't think about it too much, and you can always revamp your about section, what you talk about. The point is to get started, jump in it, play with it, and then see the results.